Day 7 in Tokyo, and today is actually our last day in Tokyo, as tomorrow we're going to be taking the train to Osaka, but we'll talk about that more later. Let me tell you about what we did today. The big thing we did today is we went to a place called Tokyo SkyTree. So today me and Cal... Can you let me talk?
Fine.
So today me and Calvin are at Tokyo SkyTree. Tokyo SkyTree is a big giant tower in Tokyo. I think when I looked it up, it was like over 2,000 feet tall, and there's 2 observation decks. There's a lower one and a higher one, and I was told that if it's a really clear day, you could see Mount Fuji like over the city. So we got a little bit of time before we can go in, but we're really excited for it. Tokyo SkyTree is a giant tower in the middle of Tokyo. It's over 2,000 feet tall, and you're able to go up to the 2 observation decks to see the view of the city. So Calvin, are you excited to go in the giant tower?
Yeah, and we're going to show you it.
We'll show them in a second. Are you scared to go up that high?
No, the only thing I'm scared about is the glass floor.
Yeah, they have one of those glass floors. You're not going to go on the glass floor?
I will, I guess.
You will? Oh boy.
Okay.
This is really, really cool. We really enjoyed it. When you got to the top, you were able to look out and see everything. They had little machines that you could put some coins in, not just so you could like zoom in on things, but they actually, when you zoomed in on them, the computer was able to recognize it and tell you what it was you were looking at. So you could zoom in on a part of town and it would tell you, oh, that's Akihabara, or oh, that's Ikebukuro, which are both places that we had been to already. So that was pretty cool. There's a little like map that shows you your view, and we found Mount Fuji on it. Unfortunately, it's like really hazy today, so you kind of make out the outline of it, but you can't see it really clearly, but it was pretty cool. Now we are on the Tembo deck. We get to go up a little higher to the Tembo Galleria, and we'll see what it looks like up there. We were really hopeful that we were going to be able to see Mount Fuji from the top of the tower, which you are able to do some days, but today it was really hazy, so you weren't quite able to do it. You could just barely make out the outline of the mountain in the distance, but we weren't able to see it that clearly. Hopefully tomorrow when we go on the bullet train, we are sitting on the side of the train that you can see the mountain, so hopefully we'll get a better view of it then. So we're starting our descent back down, and we are finally at the park Calvin has been waiting for a very long time. We get to go on the glass floor. He says he's not going to be scared, but we're going to see.
Over here.
Are you scared?
A little. Okay, I just have to not look down.
You don't want to look down?
Very scary.
Go back on, come on, do it.
No! Next
to and below the tower, there's a whole shopping area called SkyTree Town. We were able to explore some of the restaurants and shops in there. The 2 big things we wanted to do, though, is there is a Pokemon Center. This Pokemon Center is really cool because it has a giant Rayquaza coming out of the ceiling. Rayquaza is like a giant sky dragon, if you don't know what Pokemon is. So that was really cool to see. I was also super excited because different Pokemon centers have exclusive Pikachu plush, and so far the ones that we've been to I haven't been able to get because we always get there later in the day and they sell out relatively quick, but I was able to pick up the exclusive SkyTree Pikachu, which is him holding the little SkyTree tower, so that was pretty cool. So this Pokemon Center has been my favorite, not because it's necessarily the biggest, but because we went on a Monday at like 11 in the morning. It's not that crowded. So we were actually able to enjoy and look around, and I've got a basket of goodies here that I'm going to be bringing home. So after picking up some goodies, we headed over to the other store we wanted to check out, which was the Disney store. It's really interesting seeing what's popular in Japan, because it's very clear that they have a love for certain things. Lilo and Stitch is really popular. Baymax from Big Hero 6 is really popular. Winnie the Pooh is really popular. And so you see those franchises all over the place, both when we went to the Disney parks and the Disney store. Not much else is represented. There's Mickey Mouse and his friends and some of the princesses, but really that's it. And so I was on the hunt mostly for Nightmare Before Christmas stuff for my daughter because she really likes that. And I did get a few things for her, so that was exciting there too. After that, we got lunch at one of the local restaurants. We went to this buffet that had a variety of Japanese and American food. Didn't record any of that because we were busy stuffing our faces, and Calvin was very happy to get some American spaghetti and pizza. After that, we came back to the hotel and relaxed for a little while. After hanging out at the hotel for about an hour, we decided to head out to another part of town called Nakano. Nakano is famous for a big mall called Nakano Broadway. And in that mall, it is a lot of nerdy stuff, a lot of anime and manga and some video games. And so we just walked around and kind of took in the sights and got to look at all the cool stuff that they had on display there. We didn't buy anything, but it was really, really neat to see. Finally, it was getting dark. It was nighttime, so we decided to come back to the hotel. We picked up some food from 7-Eleven for dinner, and Calvin was very happy because he got the famous 7-Eleven smoothie, which he enjoyed very, very much. So we'll be waking up pretty early tomorrow to head on the Shinkansen. The Shinkansen is the bullet train to Osaka, and so tune in to see what we do there.